The month of May is finally here, and in this video I am saving all of my seedlings from weeks of neglect. I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it and follow along on my May seed sowings as well. Hello from my growing room. My name is Amelia if you're new here. I live in Sweden on the countryside and I am growing my own food and I am growing flowers. And in my last video I was a little bit distraught about the state of my growing room and my seedlings. I have been a little bit neglected due to lack of time and sicknesses and all of that, but I have been clearing out just a little bit here around on the floors, and then I've up-potted a few tomatoes. These are just drinking right now. Fertilizer, just tomato fertilizer. Most of them need up-potting and it's been a bit of an inconsistent watering. I accidentally snapped the top of one of the tomatoes. I know they will grow suckers, so that's not a problem. These are sun golds and they really needed some more space. They are just getting so tall now. And then I have yellow donut. These are indeterminate tomatoes. They're quite sturdy, but the bottom leaves I'm gonna show you, they are a little bit yellow and purple, so they have been lacking space, up potting and some fertilizer. Right here I've gathered all of my purple basil, some ornamental grass. These are called frosted explosion and they're already blooming, so pretty. And then I have some perennials here. White bluebell, let's see, some pink cushion flowers, and yeah. So these I'm actually gonna fertilize and water. I haven't done it because I just needed to clear some space here on the shelf. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna bring them outside and start hardening them off. Right now I have brassicas, fennels and leeks outside hardening off. So that cleared up some space here. These probably need fertilizing as well. These artichokes maybe even being up-potted, but I'm probably not gonna up-pot these because I am planting out these and the tomatoes and peppers, all of the summer crops, in about 2 weeks. Our last frost date is usually mid-May. So ideally I wouldn't have to up-pot them, but these tomatoes, some of them, and peppers are just looking way too sad to thrive for another 2 weeks, I think, in their current state. So here you can see the leaves, but it's just the bottom leaves. So these are fine just the way they are. They're still growing. These ones I sowed yesterday in my video. These peppers are looking really healthy. I don't have to do anything today. I'm gonna have to up-pot them maybe this week, we'll see. At least these ones are looking a little bit lighter green. But I just wanted to show you because they are already putting up fruit. Peppers. So these are shishitos. And then these tomatoes, these are all dwarf tomatoes and they are looking really good and healthy. They don't need up-potting right now. The aubergines might need a little bit of a fertilizer boost next time I water. But then these, my god, these have been here for way too long. These are like dahlias. I need to up-pot these, but I don't have enough soil right now and I rather focus on these 5 peppers here. They are the snacking purple bell pepper and they don't look too good actually. They are pretty light in the color. They are dropping leaves and I pulled this one up and it's quite a lot of roots in there, so they need some space. So here I prepped 5 pots and this is the rest of the soil that I have. We'll see if it will last, otherwise I do have soil outside. And these are 3 of the same variety called Maya. It's a Swedish just red slicing tomato and this is what they look like, but they were pretty wet and didn't have a lot of roots. So I just put them in a bigger pot and I'm not gonna water them today. I also have all of these tomatoes. I showed these in the last video. I'm not gonna go into it again. I've given up on these. These I'm actually gonna up-pot because they are looking quite good on the top. Even though they're a little bit sad in the bottom here. But let's just start with these. They are dropping leaves like crazy. They're even dropping the flowers and that's just a sign that they don't feel too good. I mean, it's not extreme, but you can totally see it's just too much moisture. And we'll pop it in here, add some fresh soil. Usually I do water them when I go to transplant them or pot them, but now it's just way too wet, and this new soil here can maybe even soak up some of that excess moisture. I've mostly bottom watered the bell peppers because they were all on the same tray, and giving them fertilizer, and you can see some of them are setting fruit. They are extremely happy with their environment, but some are just not happy. Again, it's like a variety issue that I tend to have. All of the same varieties struggle. The tomato Maya, the indigo rose, Romas, black prince, and then the snacking purple. Except for the Romas, they're all new. This year I bought them all new, so I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it too much. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm gonna do this to all of these. So as you can see, the roots are healthy. They're white, spreading. It's perfectly fine. These has dropped the lower leaves already. Super strange. But I'm gonna pop it in here now, bury it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put these on fertilizer. This will be enough for them to survive these next 2 coming weeks before I plant them out, because I need Romas. I don't have any backup Romas, so they have to make it, and I think they will. And when they are this small, I just use these barbecue sticks, and I just grab them on the leaning side and then press it down like that. Alright, so they're all up potted. I am gonna put vermiculite on top to regulate the moisture, like a little bit of moisture control. It also prevents any potential like algae or mold growing. And since they have been struggling, I thought just why not add it. Alright, so I'm gonna give these a good drink with fertilizer. And for these, I give them a fertilizer that is made for houseplants. They will flower, all of them, but at the moment I want them to get nice healthy foliage. So they're just gonna sit here and soak this up during the day and then dry up during the night, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna bring them outside for the first time, because it's actually gonna be above 20 degrees Celsius tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep them outside in a shady spot and just let them, yeah, acclimate. I snapped off another branch. Like, they are so sensitive. And then next on the task are uppotting all of these flowers. But I'm not gonna do it today. For the flowers, I need to buy planting soil. So let's just see how everything goes. Stay tuned. I have to clean up a little bit as well, organize all my seeds. I don't want to overwhelm myself today. I just had to tend to the most urgent plants that I really don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my tomatoes or my peppers, and it just helps a lot bringing everything outside, hardening them off, because it makes space. It relieves a lot for me. That's so exciting that I can finally start doing it from tomorrow. It's a struggle too, but it's fun. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I do to prolong my basil, and these are all from last year. So I can cut this in multiple plants. One of them has already flowered, so that one I'm not gonna cut from. But this one, for example, is so long that I can cut it all the way down here, like so. And I can cut it right here. And then I have 2 plants that I can root. And I'm gonna show you soon what that looks like. And I will do the same on this one. Cut it here. And the same here. And this will make the plants a lot bushier as well. So it's a plus really. And this one I can make into 2. Like so. And this is what it looks like. So once they've rooted, they grow huge roots like this. It's kind of amazing. And I've done the same with my purple basil. I have so many purple basil now. They just grow like crazy. So for these three, I'm just gonna share one pot because I'm gonna plant them out quite soon. But then I just stick them in like this. Like that, and just cover the holes. And then I'm gonna water them with fertilizer. But I'm gonna show you what I do with the cuttings. So here I got a big glass for all of the tall ones, like this one for example. I'm just gonna stick it in like that, and I just pour a little bit of fertilized water in here. And I have the same with my purple basil. And I usually grab the lower leaves, and these leaves I'm gonna take downstairs and eat them. Just gonna wash them first. And I put them in. And this one is a little bit taller, so I'm gonna stick that in right there. So it's kind of like making a bouquet with your basil, and you get a little harvest from it as well. That's the fun part. You get both harvest and you get a new plant, and that's quite cool. So then I just keep them like this for a couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, and then I'm just gonna plant these directly in the soil. These ones I'm not gonna need to up-pot, but this one is already flowering, so I'm actually gonna pinch the flower off. The same here, so that it doesn't go to flower. Like that. All right, so now I am sowing my last sowing. At least for the vegetable garden. I still need to sow some perennials that I lost, but these are the last indoor sowing vegetables. All right, so I do have 3 kind of summer squash or zucchini. So I'm gonna do 2 each. We do have 8-ball zucchini, we have Genovese zucchini, and we have a yellow called Soleil. And with the zucchini, I'm probably also going to plant the cucumbers. So I've got a pickling cucumber, not gonna pronounce that, you can read it. Long cucumber called Tanya, and the piccolino. And then I have pumpkins, crowns of thorn. It's a decorative pumpkin, the Turk's turban, decorative as well, and baby boo. I've also got pumpkins that are decorative / edible that I bought new for this year. One is called Mini Musk, I'm gonna pop a picture. One is called Blue Ballet. So these I'm gonna decorate with and then also eat them or process them. And then I also got honey nuts. I have 2 different kind of honey nuts. One didn't really get any fruit last year, and I think it was this one called Laura. I'm gonna try it again though, just 1 plant, but then I'm gonna do 2 or 3 plants of this one that I actually saved seeds from a honey nut that I bought from the store, like grocery store, and it's Swedish, that's all I know. I don't know the variety name, but it did germinate and grew really nice honey nuts. So I'm gonna do 2 honey nuts. I have green beans as well. I am gonna direct sow them too, but that's later. Maybe end of May, beginning of June. But I want a head start of these, so I'm gonna plant a few. And then I have 2 sunflowers that I'm just gonna go ahead and plant as well. One is called Ice Cream, and this one doesn't really have a name. Anyway, I'm gonna plant these too. All right, let's just get to planting these. For the zucchini, I'm gonna do 1 in each cell because I can direct sow these in about a week or 2 and they will catch up. This one is new to me, this yellow variety, Soleil. is an F1 variety. I've never actually grown yellow zucchini before. So I've just read that the skin can be quite tough, but I just want to try things out myself and see what it does in my climate. So I'm excited. 8 ball is a tried and true zucchini for me. I have grown this so many times and I just love Genovese as well, but this one I just really like that it's round. I don't know, it's something about it that I really like. In this one I only got 4 seeds. I love pickling cucumber. It's just one of my favorite things to eat, especially during the summer. I usually don't get enough to preserve for winter because I don't really eat it that much. Last year it was fine with just 2 plants. I can also pickle regular cucumbers. One of my favorite pickled cucumbers I've ever eaten is actually from just a regular cucumber. But I'm gonna do 3 seeds in this one because I really want 2 plants out of this. So let's head to the pumpkins. I actually grew some of my pumpkins on a trellis last year, but that was too heavy, so it fell down, and this year I'm just gonna have them sprawled down on the ground. And this blue ballet I'm so excited for. I don't know if these pumpkins are any good. Do you have any experience with them and can let me know if you liked the taste and texture? So Turk's Turban is the one that I grew on the trellis, and it just got way too heavy because they get quite big. And these I actually have eaten last year and they were fine. This one, Crown of Thorn and the Baby Boo, they are edible, but they weren't recommended to eat because it was so hard. All right, pumpkins done. And then we have the honey nut. Oh, I'm so relieved that these are the last indoor vegetable seeds that I need to grow because I have a lot of direct sowing and sunflowers left. I also saved seeds from a melon. I just remembered. I bought a melon in the store. It was really small and I think it might be able to grow here. I have tried watermelon and cantaloupe. And I did get a huge watermelon, like 3.5 kilos or something, but it was no good. It didn't have time to ripen and it was really watery and bland. It was huge though. And the cantaloupe I've never gotten. I think they need more heat. Let's do one of that melon. I don't know the variety name. So this one I'm gonna set aside because I'm gonna keep this for direct sowing too. Here I got the seeds. They've been drying on a piece of paper for a little while. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna save them in case they turn out really good. All right, nice. I'm gonna add vermiculite and water them in. Alright, that's it for this video. I feel like it's getting quite long now, so I'm just gonna end it here by all of my seedlings. I'm gonna show you really quick what they look like after I've been taking care of them. I've up-potted all of these flowers. They are perennials and they're looking really, really nice. Here I got a bunch of different kind of things, aubergines, tomato, artichokes, and then my bell peppers and chilies, etc. Here is a new sowing of some zinnias that I did in a previous video. Here I up-potted summer dahlias. They were really crowded and sad in their old container. I've started new tomatoes of the ones that got sick or whatever. I've thrown them away already. I potted them really early so that they have, you know, a lot of room. And most of my bell peppers are setting fruit. That's so much fun. These are the ones that I talked about that were cooked along with my shrubs. It's forget-me-nots. I think they will, you know, come back. A few different kind of perennials, echinacea and ground covers. Here are some tomatoes. They're on the mend. It's Roma tomatoes. Here is the basil that I potted today, my new sowings, and just some random flowers. Oh yeah, and these ones I'm hardening off. It's just a bunch of different brassicas and leeks and fennels and stuff like that. So I'm bringing them back and forth outside. I'm planting them this week. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.